Hey, friends. Hope you guys are staying warm and doing well. I had to talk to you guys today because I was working out and re-listening to Emily Gibson's Ignite training from last week on recruiting. And I'll tell you, last year in 2023, I was only minimally impressed with her training. This year, I don't know if I'm different. I don't know if she's different. I'm at a different place in my business, but I really got a lot out of it. And the main thing I got out of it was that I feel super confident and empowered to improve my recruiting system and improve my duplication and retention. And if you guys want to speed up the recruiting process, if you want to recruit more people in 2024 and get those people duplicating, I really encourage you to follow the system that I'm going to share with you guys. And I've committed to following it for 60 to 90 days to see if it gives the results that she promises. And, you know, she has tested this for a year on 20 different companies, she says, and is seeing amazing results for the people that follow it. So I want you to listen to what I'm saying and listen to what she's recommending, her 3-step process, and consider really trying to follow this system for a bit of time to see if you can be more successful by following these tips. Because one thing about Emily is that she's a master salesperson and she has a really incredible understanding of how people think and why they do what they do. And when you add that into sales strategies and tools, you can really create some incredible, simple, effective systems that will help you get what you want and them get what they need and what they want. So anyway, here is the first of what will be several training videos explaining to you her system, and let's get started. So today we're going to talk about the 3-step recruiting process. Next, we'll talk about objections and, some issues you may encounter during this recruiting process. But this video is just to give you the 3-step recruiting process and empower you to go get started recruiting faster. So some of these things may be different than what you're already doing. It may be what you're already doing, but you can do it with the knowledge and excitement that it's going to work. Okay. So first step, this system starts after somebody has shown interest. We'll talk about getting people interested in another video, but this system starts once they've responded to an open door message or once you have posted and they've asked you about Plexus. Okay. So the first question you ask, a lot of times we'll ask, hey, what are your top 3 health goals? What are your health goals? She says, don't ask that. There's a lot of psychology behind it, but basically that can slow down the process because people may be like, I don't really have health goals. I just thought that what you said was cool and I want some of that too. Okay, so just ask, number 1, ask what interests you most. Just ask that and then stop. She says clench your butt cheeks, but stop and just let them answer. Step 2, this is a little different for some of you guys, okay? Stories sell, facts tell. Okay, so step 2, go find a story in Whole Health that is showing that our products can do what interests them most. Okay, so go pick a story and go copy paste that story into the message and send it to them in the message. You can say, oh my goodness, I have a story about that. Hold on, let me grab it. And then go send that message. And the thing is, a lot of people use and teach ATM, ad tag message, and we've taught that in the past. But after listening to her explain, it really can slow the process down because you got to add them to the thing, and then they got to find the tag, and then they got to find the page, and then they got to accept, and then you got to tag them, and then you have to follow back up. So at this point, don't add them, don't ATM them. At this point, just find a story that fits, copy it, paste it into the message, and then say, do you relate to this at all? Okay? Because you've sent them a story that shows it fixes their problem or fixes what they're interested in. They hopefully will just say yes, okay? And then you'll move on and go to step 3. If they say no, you can say, no problem. Is there anything about it that felt like you at all? And I'll give you all this verbiage, so don't stress about that, but I'm going to make it into a board. But is there anything about it that felt like you at all? And then once they answer, go back to Whole Health Community and find a story that fits that. Find proof that it can do exactly what they want. And then say, can you relate to this one? Okay? All right. Then If they say yes, when they say yes to can they relate, when they can relate, you say, do you want to see what they took? They're probably going to say yes to that, okay? Then we're going to send a picture of the, each month we're going to have a picture we use depending on what the sales are and what the best is for that month. But this month we're going to use the Ultimate Weight Loss Package. I'll tell you, I did this yesterday and I did sign somebody up. And Janelle followed this 3-step system yesterday from an open door message she sent yesterday and signed the person yesterday. That's how much this speeds up the recruiting process, okay? So it does work. It's not going to work for everybody. It's not going to work for everybody all the time, but it does work, and it is faster. So you're going to send them a picture of the Ultimate Weight Loss Combo with the retail price slashed out and giving them the price that they get this month. And I'm going to give you the pricing paragraph example that you're going to send. And every month, I'm going to update it and give you the graphic and the pricing paragraph example and make it super easy. We're not going to give them multiple options because multiple options can slow them down. Okay. And you might send them 2 options and they might be like, oh, I really want the big one, but I can't afford it. So maybe I'll just save up until I can afford the big one. We're not going to give them 2. We're just going to give them 1. And then if they say it's too much, then we'll try to block their objections or help them work through their objections. More about that in another video. But we can even go down to, a smaller package or a smaller package. And I'll have that verbiage worked up for you soon. And we will work through that together. But anyway, so you send them the pricing paragraph example. And if they say yes, here's the hard part, okay? It's hard for me. For Victoria and Vicky, I think it's easy. It's hard for me. But I'm committed to doing this because I want my business to be in a different place in 2024 at the end of the year than it is now. So I'm going to do the hard, uncomfortable things. And so when they say yes to the pricing paragraph, when you send them the paragraph and the picture and you say, what do you think? They say yes. You say, what's your phone number? And you call them right then. Get them on the phone. Talk to them, build rapport with them, and enter their information for them, okay? If they say no, we'll work through some objections, and I'll do that in a different video. But for now, just ask them for their phone number, get them on their phone, build rapport with them, and I have a sentence for you that you can end the conversation with that will help start the duplication. I have some messages, some verbiage for if they don't answer the phone and, what to do in that instance. I'll share that with you guys. If they, if they don't answer, you can say, hey, I tried calling you to put in your info really quick. Are you free right now? If they say yes, then you say, can I call you back? And then you call them back. If they say no, you can say no problem. You can send it here and I'll put it in for you super fast. This is the info I need. And then you copy, paste, just some information that shows what you need. You don't send a graphic because you want to make it as easy and friction-free as possible to keep the process going quickly. And if you copy paste, I need name, phone, email, etc., then they can just fill that in and send it back to you. So that's the next step on that. And then I'll give you the paragraph that you can use at the end for duplication tomorrow, because we're going to talk about that tomorrow. But basically, it's just something along the lines of, hey, you know what? I wish I'd found this sooner, so I always tell everybody about the referral system, and I will get you that. I'm going to give you this verbiage, and so you're going to be good to go. But today, I just wanted to start focusing on the 3-step recruiting process, which is, and it's so easy that I'm not even going to look at my notes. I'm just going to tell you. First step, what interests you most? Second step, send a story and ask, can you relate to this at all? When they say yes, say, do you want to see what they took? That's the next step. And then send the pricing paragraph with the picture, and it asks them if they want to get started. It asks them what they think. And then you get them on the phone, sign them up, and do the first step of the duplication process that I'll give you the wording for. So that's the system. It's super easy. Let me know what questions you have. Let me know if you're going to commit to trying it and what you think.